Today is gonna be a great day. It would be silly if I told you that I wasn't excited for every single comic book day that I've done since early May, but today is different. We have so much lining up for today, it's not funny. An omnibus, which is the first time I've gotten an omnibus for a new comic book day ever, possibly a figure that I've wanted forever that I'm going to be hunting for, and then some really good pulls this week. Absolute Martian Manhunter, Absolute Wonder Woman. There's a couple others I gotta check, but there is like heat this week. Oh yeah, Sonic in DC. Like I said, it is looking really good, and I get to spend it with my brother, so I'm going to vlog the entire thing, or as much as I can, while respecting like his time too, and what he wants to be recorded, and have a great day. I genuinely can't wait. I also got a new phone, so hopefully the quality is better. Now that is what we call a setup. That key light is making my white shine. It's making me look like I got a very clear face compared to the, we got a little bit of acne and maybe some scars going. But, oh, I didn't even bring my stuff in here. Hold on. Okay, apologies. What I'm going to do to start out is I'm going to show off all the comics I got today and go over the story. I was going to vlog more. I did actually get some shots from inside some of the comic book shops, but I was hanging out with my brother. There wasn't a lot of in-between time. Like, if we were at a store, he was looking for stuff. I was looking for stuff. I wanted to let him do my thing and be able to do mine. And then there wasn't really downtime. I think the only thing is when we went to get breakfast or lunch, like a little brunch. So I will talk about that. First, I want to get straight to the comic book so I can show off what I got. And if you guys have any recommendations, please, I'm all ears. I've heard something about a Transformers series that apparently is really good. I've had suggestions to get into Exquisite Corpses. Great, by the way. And a bunch of other stuff, the Absolutes, the Ultimates ages ago. So I am all ears. Like, I have been having so much fun reading comic books. Please, I'm begging at this point. Don't gatekeep. So, starting out first, okay, it's the other one. This was the second shop. We got to go to Warp 9 Comics to start with, me and my brother. After Warp 9, this is a little bit of the story, but I'll keep it concise, and then I'll do a little bit of the extra stuff. Got to go to Warp 9 on open after I had met up with him at Comics Corner, funny enough. But then we go to Warp 9 on open. We get our stuff there, which I'm about to show you. We then meet up with one of his friends. We were just waiting in the parking lot. He got in with us. We went to brunch. Then he went to Comics Corner with us. Dropped my brother off there because that's where he left his car. And then dropped off his friend. And then I was on my merry way. There's a lot of stuff that happened in between and after that I'll tell you, but let's get straight to the comics first now that you have like the most basic context. All right, I think these should be in order. They might be backwards. All right, so the way I ordered this is kind of silly. I just did by issue number order. So first off, we have History of the DC Universe. This is sweet. I'm sorry about the glare. I got the foil cover. It feels like everyone on here. You got Etrigan the Demon, Wildcat. I should be showing you guys this. Sandman, Alan Scott, Wonder Woman, Jay Garrick, Spectre, a bunch of other people. And I overheard somebody talking while I was in the store getting that apparently they did something similar in the 80s that was really good too. Can't wait to dive into that. I kind of don't know what's going on, so it's even more exciting. Next up, from the bottom of the pile, funny enough, it was the top when I did the TikTok before. We got Mr. Terrific Year 1, Issue 2. I thought that I accidentally didn't get this because of the cover. Like, when I saw it, it registered, obviously. It's like, oh, Spectre on the cover. I love Spectre. This is going to be great. And then later on, I was like, did I pick up the Mr. Terrific? Like, I really liked the first issue. Hopefully, I got the second. I did. We're all good. No worries. I think especially it was that almost like struggle from the start and loss. Like, definitely read it. I won't try to give too much away. Really good. And I love how they basically had Darkseid from the intro. It was one of those like, they kind of did a, here's all my super friends and here's me like doing my merry best with my intellect and what I've been given. And I like how they're setting it up. It's great so far. Issue number 2, we got Spider-Man and Wolverine. This was a put on too. So when I say give me recommendations, I will listen. This was my buddy Vex or Austin. He put me on this. The McFarlane style Spider-Man is beautiful, and I love Wolverine. At least in this so far, I haven't read a lot of Wolverine, and then they have a lot of the great references. It's almost like you're watching what the movie would have been like for Spider-Man and Wolverine rather than Deadpool. Like, they have a crap ton of references. Not everybody's gonna love that. I find it to be fun because I don't get like
that cameo, you know what word too much at least anymore. Next up, another great book. Obviously, I'm going to pull or do pickups for what I want. Absolute Martian Manhunter has been amazing. I love the story. I'm confused in some parts too, like other people. I'm no genius, but I'm preaching how good this is because I love the mystery going on, both with his life and the Martian being around, the Martian Mind Hunter, I believe they call it, and then his literal detective case. Like, what is going on with this? The best way I can get you into this, if you aren't already, I was telling my friends about this. This is a comic book story, by the way. Please don't censor me, or I mean, I don't make money. You can't demonetize. But later on, there is 23 people that apparently were hypnotized by some smoke or thing to set individually. Each of them did this. Everybody set one homeless person on fire. So 23 random brainwashed people set 23 poor homeless people on fire. Why? But I mean, let's figure out why that happened. Yeah, you got my attention. I remember telling that to a friend, and I think it was Joe, and he has such a funny laugh. He's like, like I can't even reenact it. It's so perfect and funny. Not in a bad way, in a really good way. And I could tell it really caught him off guard. And it was like, yeah, that is wild. Next up, we got Sonic the Hedgehog and DC collab. This is issue number 4 with Metal Sonic, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's right. And Batman on the front. From a distance, I've always like adored the Sonic stuff. This is helping me get into it even more. I knew most of the characters, and I even knew some of the side ones from Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games and games like that, like a Vector, a Rouge, some of the other ones, but this is helping me get into it more or understand the characters more, and they do such a wonderful job with this. I have absolutely no complaints, and if anything, I like them so much that I purposely gave my 1 through 3 girlfriends, sisters, boyfriend, because I know how much he likes Sonic and how much he would like those. I don't even know if he reads comics. I was like, you got it. You have to. It's so well done. Next up, we have Green Lantern Dark. Avid fan of Green Lanterns. I mean, come on. The writing for this so far and the art style, honestly, and story in general is done so well. By default, I would like to say that I would enjoy anything Green Lantern, but I don't have biases like that. Like, I will call something out if it's bad. In my TikTok, I almost set it up like, it's Green Lantern, I have to get it. I tried it because it was Green Lantern, and then ever since then, I've fallen in love with it. There's some great character development in this. The Green Lantern is like that, what's that word? Reluctant hero, where it's like, if I try to step in, people might get hurt, or I might attract attention to where people will get hurt. And then they kind of coax her out of her shell. And then she becomes like an actual hero or helper. That's still going on. They're still getting her to that point. But it's really entertaining and I like it a lot. And they actually recruited somebody in the last issue, I believe. So really cool. And they made it to the cover. So shout out. Next up, we have Justice League Unlimited number 8. This is a great cover. Beautiful even. One of my favorite parts definitely is that Green Lantern is like the dynamic one. He's like, oh, and everybody else is just kind of sitting there aura farming. It's great. Even Aquaman, I think he's looking at Wonder Woman's hair like, damn, you really got it going on. I need to try that. I'm really excited for this. The only problem is I think I've only gotten to read issue number 1 because I haven't been able to find 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have 6, 7, 8 now. So as soon as I get to the point, I will be reading it. I'm going to be abusing, in the nicest way, my DC Universe Infinite. Next up, I promise, by the way, too, if you guys ever rewatch these videos, now that I say it, you might notice it more, and I apologize. If I say and like a lot, I'm slightly nervous to not mess up, and it's making me mess up more. So I apologize for that. I've been trying to work on it. We have Absolute Wonder Woman number 9. I love the cover. The story so far is good. I said it before my TikTok. I don't want to try to fool you guys. I'm not going to ever try to put one over on you. I have only read up to issue 2 or 3. It has been hard finding these, and any chance I can get, I would love to get them physical. So I have one scattered throughout, like I did for Absolute Superman, but I was able to piece it together where I think I'm fully caught up now. And if anything, I'm pretty sure I'm fully caught up reading too, so that's really nice. They're doing great stuff in that too, but I don't have any Absolute Superman pulls this week, so I won't get too much into it. Next up, Green Lantern issue 24. They are baiting me so hard with this cover, And there's a part of me that is hoping that this is the average comic book cover where they get you all excited or scared and then they completely bait you. But if not, I really want to see what's going to happen to Kyle, to where his mask is basically shattered and bloody. It even says on the front, there's another, my bad, but live fast, leave a pretty corpse. Oh, or leave a pretty core. Interesting. Can't wait to read this. There's another one, but damn it, dude, I'm trying so hard. Issue number 23 was great, though. I just talked about a little bit ago now, but how much I got excited, or it kind of like took me off guard, of Spectre being on Mr. Terrific Year 1, Issue 2. That's the exact same way it was with issue 23. I just have a love for Spectre, and he's one of those characters. He's on a book, and your attention is just like, what is he doing? At least for me, sorry. A very fun variant cover. I don't know if this is any sort of collab. I'm assuming just the variant cover being fun. They did Fantastic Four in Phineas and Ferb. We have Buford as the Thing, Isabella as Invisible Woman, Ferb as the Human Torch, and then Phineas as Mr. Fantastic. This is kind of like promo because obviously Disney owns Marvel. They're trying to hype up the new Phineas and Ferb episodes. This is awesome. This is genius. This definitely makes me want to get into it. And I forgot to say in the TikTok, Dr. Doofenshmirtz's Doom. I don't know what other villain they would have picked. It looks so good though. Yeah, it is obviously normal Fantastic Four, but this actually got me to buy the single issue with marketing like this, even though I don't think I have any of the Fantastic Four current run. But who knows? That might actually get me into it, so very genius. I apologize if I talked for some of those so long. That was the Warp 9 ones.
I grew up in a haunted house. I'm okay with haunted houses. Yeah. We've got a ghost here. Oh, cool. Oh, sure.
Here is the comics corner we went to after lunch, and I'll tell you guys about that too because that was just great. Before I do that, sorry, very, very, very quick. At Warp 9, I didn't realize places were giving these out for free, and some of them just had them where you could grab them. I hadn't seen them before. So I got the identity cards. They're the IDs. I got the Flash. I'll give you a second to look at those if you want to see any of the stats or anything. There's nothing on the back, don't worry. Hal Jordan, this is the one I wanted the most. I mean, yeah. Hal Jordan's. We got Supergirl, and I like that they're using recent art too. Like, some of these characters have like one amazing panel or image, but I like that they're kind of promoting their newest stuff, especially with Supergirl and Zatanna. I know this is number 1 for Zatanna too. And then finally we have Green Arrow. Green Arrow's looks awesome. I think I do like Hal's the best. Okay, now officially for Comics Corner. Let's start off. I'm going to try to do it a little bit in order like that one, where I go low issues to top, so you know which ones I'm continuing and which ones I'm starting. So speaking of starting, Demon Number 0 by Garth Ennis. The guy from Comics Corner had a full shelf of dollar comics, and then it said to, if you buy 8, you get them for $5. So it was already a really good deal, and then a deal on top of that deal. I have not gotten to read any Demon, I believe. Not even like a JSA or Justice League. I've only seen him in animation, Batman Brave and the Bold, and I know when I was younger in the Justice League, where I think he turned all the Justice League members into babies when he was younger and they were taking care of him. So I'm really excited to check this out, and if I like it, I mean, I could keep reading on DC Universe Infinite or somehow try to track these down or order them. So that was really cool. Next up, same exact deal. Dollar comics. Instead of a bin, though, it was like a shelf. We have Green Lantern Corps Recharge by Jeff Johns, issue number 1. I have no idea if this is collected in one of my omnibus or collected editions. I honestly don't think so. Maybe it is randomly in the Rebirth one. If not, this is a nice issue to have because I might not own it in any form. And the cover is so sweet. You got Kyle Rayner with, I believe, the Ion logo. I could be wrong on that. Please correct me. Or just maybe one of his normal ones. And then Kilowog and Guy Gardner. It's awesome. I was going to say, it's weird they basically all have the same ring, but they made sure to give Kilowog a couple extra, like, the bands going around. So I like that a lot. That is awesome. I can't believe I found that for $1. It might not be the most expensive comic online, but that's awesome to find. Next up, a series I was super excited for, and I actually got 3 of the issues. I'll show one at a time, though, so you can take in these covers, because there's some great covers. We have Batman Dark Patterns. With these, I hate to say it, but it really is the truth. I really am a normal cover guy, like just the default one, the cover A or whatever. Or do they say that for variant covers, just the first variant cover? I guess just default cover, that's usually what I go for unless they have really good ones. I don't know that they had some of the normal ones for some of these, at least one of them, but these variants are so good, I made sure to get these, and I've heard such good things about Batman Dark Patterns that I wanted to tap in so badly. So I got number 1, and there's that cover for you. Hopefully you can see it. Well, I can see that you see it, but I'm trying to make sure there's no glare. There's number 2. I believe, I was going to say Two-Face, but that person's face is fully messed up. A full Two-Face of being messed up, I guess. And then number 3, that looks awesome. I love this art. I'm not sure what artist did this. I think Ashley Wood. That's what it says on 3. Oh, this person's signature is hard to read. Is it Sim Ones? I honestly can't tell. Or is it Simone's? It might be Simone, sorry. That Sim Ones. Yeah, is this one even signed? It's so hard to tell. I don't know. Whoever did these covers is amazing. I honestly thought they were a pair. It's kind of tough figuring out they're not, but I got those 2. And then last but not least, and I'll get into the stories, and I will be quick about them. I really appreciate the people that watch these all the way through. We have Justice League Unlimited number 8. This is the second one I got today. I love the Dan Mora covers. I didn't even realize Abin Sur. But I love the Dan Mora covers, and I like that variant cover so much that I got both. In my TikTok, I said that it was an accident, but thinking back, I think I might have on purpose. Maybe it really did slip my mind, but I think I might have on purpose because I got them at different stores, so I don't know. Into stories. The gist is I went to go hang out with my brother, and his friend actually had the day off of work. So he's like, can I hang out with you guys? It was like a no-brainer, like, yeah, of course. You're not impeding at all. If anything, I'd love for you to get to come and enjoy this with us. Like, it's not taking time away from me. It's being able to share that time with somebody else and hopefully either get them into the hobby or at least in the future they understand. People have very weird, I think it's like stigmatisms, people say, or stigmas, I can't remember, where they just look at certain stuff weird. Like, I know for a fact, and I'm not ashamed, if I walk somebody into this room or a group of people, it's probably 50-50 down the middle, if not worse in my favor, that people are going to think this is weird. Guess what I say to that? Don't care, didn't ask. But it's really nice getting to take different people. And although I didn't get any footage of my brother or his friend, I kind of liked it that way. We got to enjoy it. There was no camera and faces. And at least with how it worked out, I think I could have gotten a TikTok or a short video out of my brother. But basically, when we hit that second comic book shop, it was he got his stuff quick and he had to roll. Like, he had stuff to do. I fully understood it. And then me and his friend actually had a really nice talk in the car. But I think the most fun part of the story is where we went for brunch. I have no idea, and I'm assuming most, if not all of these people, or all of the people, watching the video right now are not going to be from Michigan. In the off chance that you are, I think in the Sterling Heights area or maybe Royal Oak or Oak Park, I'm not sure. There is a restaurant, I believe called Original Pancake House or something. It was so good, and I expected it to be expensive. It came out to about $15 a person, but my brother ate really good, and his friend ate really good. I had 3 whole crepes. So I ate good. I just didn't go for seconds. They went for seconds, and it still was about $15 a person. Not bad at all. The service was great. It genuinely was one of those things. I got to talk about it, I think, a little bit on TikTok, or at least here, and I kind of want to do, even if it's just in these videos, if I get the chance to try something new, I want to have a little part of the video be a food review. I think those are really fun when people aren't just completely ragging on businesses and they give them chances. Obviously, there's a stance or a certain bit about you have to uphold as a reviewer where you're not just lying to people and you have to be truthful. But there's some people where it's like, I think you like talking down places, but there's also people with really bad service. It was such a full day and such a good haul of comics. I forgot the most important one, and I swear I didn't purposely leave this for last. This was going to be number 1. But yesterday, I went over the border to Canada to the comic book store I usually go to, Future Pastimes in Sarnia. Huge shout out to those guys. I think I actually overheard the one's name is Nate. So it's Nate and Trey, I believe. Trey has like longer hair and Nate's bald. I hope I'm not getting that wrong. I usually deal with Nate because he's like a more earlier shift. Great dudes across the board. They have a bunch of inventory set out for you, and then they have either even more or a good bit put away too. It's great. But anyways, a couple weeks back, either 1 or 2 ago, it might have been 2 now, I had them order an omnibus for me, and it so happened that it showed up yesterday in perfect time because I didn't have to do anything weird today, like, oh, I'll just go over the border quick and then meet my brother. So yesterday I made sure to go when I had the chance. What did I get? The Red Lantern Omnibus. This thing is beautiful. I think because of this and the amount of single issues I got, I think this is my heaviest new comic book day ever. Or it is very close to that one where I believe I went to Comic Relief and Comic Explosion. Then here's the binding. I love that they have Dexter at the top and the new DC logo. And then for the back, and this shrink wrap is starting to get a little loose in some areas just because I had to kind of haul it around today. I really wanted it to be in the TikTok. I had set in my mind that I was going to find the Red Lantern, Guy Gardner, McFarlane, and I just didn't, and I was so bummed. But there's the picture of Guy Gardner with the red and green, and I said it in the TikTok too, I believe. Funny enough, that is the picture they used for the Red Platinum, Red Lantern, Guy Gardner. But I am so unbelievably excited. Just like last month, if you guys are interested, I'll try to cut the length. I think the everything I read in the month of May was like 40 minutes. I don't plan on doing that again. I might try to have it around what I did for the TikTok time where it was only like 10 minutes. I try to be really concise and give like a nice brief summary to help you guys get into stuff too if you haven't yet. Sadly, I don't think the Red Lantern Omnibus is going to be on the June one. I mean, June is about to end. This might be one of my lighter months just based off of busyness. I've been able to do the new comic book days. Keeping up has been hard. I have a decent to be read, but even still, as busy as I am, I'm still doing like a really good job. There's all the collected editions I need to get to, but those have been piling up over the years when I wasn't as serious, so I'm not counting those. Single issues, I've actually been doing really good, and I have a short box of comics that is getting to be like over halfway filled. I am so proud of that. And funny enough, that doesn't take into account my Green Lantern comics at all. I have those in the Kingdom Come short box, and that's actually getting kind of full too. So I'm really getting there. I cannot tell you enough how much I enjoy this hobby. If you have a few extra dollars each week, I recommend it so much. If you're in a space where you can't spend the money, don't like trick yourself into doing it and put yourself in a bad spot. But it is awesome. And I hate to say it, you really can always find ways to read the comics. I highly recommend getting these artists, writers, letterers, all these different super important, great people, the money that they deserve and the time and everything. Comics are great. It really makes me happy. Cannot recommend them enough. As always, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. If you enjoyed, all I ask, please like and subscribe. It helps the video so much, but even the watch time, if you got to here, man, you got extra credit and a great grade. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys again for everything, and have a good one, guys.